Congratulations. Only you have been singled out and specially chosen to receive 100 million directly deposited into your bank account this very night. This is a sacred appointment, a holy transaction that must remain shrouded in secrecy. You are forbidden from disclosing this to a single soul. It is reserved exclusively for you. Should you utter a word about it before I have finalized the transfer, you risk losing every single unit of it. Comment Amen right now to affirm and seal what I have decreed over your existence. Your selection was never a random occurrence. My gaze has been fixed upon you during the long seasons when others turned a blind eye to your struggles. You refused to shatter when existence conspired to fracture you. You clung to your faith tenaciously, even as the nights stretched into eternity, and every door before you remained obstinately sealed. Because of your unwavering obedience, I have now unlocked this financial miracle, and your name is engraved upon it. But pay close attention. This gift is a confidential covenant between you and me. It is not intended for the ears of cynics or those who harbor secret envy within their hearts. Your angels have already been mobilized and dispatched. They are standing guard around your household. I placed this very message before you at this precise moment because it was the singular way I could reach you in time. I had to intervene to prevent you from surrendering to despair. You have been navigating life with an empty spirit and shoulders weighed down by invisible burdens, yet you never once turned your back on me. That kind of unwavering faith sends shockwaves through heaven, and today, heaven is responding with movement on your behalf. Like this video now, if your spirit resonates with the truth that this was destined for you. I extended chances to others, but they turned a deaf ear to my call. I will not permit them to pilfer what rightfully belongs to you. What I am transmitting to you tonight is far more than mere currency. It constitutes a paradigm shift. It will fundamentally alter your lifestyle, your capacity to give, and your entire journey through existence. But it must remain an unspoken pact between us until I have executed every detail of what I have promised. If you divulge it prematurely, the adversary will exploit the opening to meddle, to corrupt, to turn others against you. That is precisely why silence serves as your ultimate shield. Comment 111 if you recognize this as your divine confirmation. There were moments when you felt utterly invisible, times when people smiled to your face while whispering venom behind your back. You placed your trust in individuals who were merely angling for access to your blessings. You offered your last resources to those who wouldn't even lift a prayer on your behalf. But I witnessed every single instance. I chronicled each moment in my ledger. That is why this instant is fortified with my mercy. It is your divine restitution. Every tear shed, every act of betrayal endured, every rejection you suffered is now being transmuted into abundance and approval. Do not allow this pivotal moment to slip through your grasp. You have endured years of waiting, not merely for wealth, but for a pathway out of despair. You have wept in solitude, pleading with me to furnish just one unmistakable sign that I had not abandoned you. This is that sign. I delayed nothing. I was meticulously orchestrating everything. What I am sending tonight will be so comprehensive, it will obliterate years of hardship in a solitary breath. This transfer is a testimony in the making, but it will only be fully released to a heart that remains silent and trusting. I am acutely aware of your eagerness to celebrate. I know the intense desire to confide in someone, but not every individual who embraces you genuinely rejoices in your success. That is precisely why I chose to execute this with privacy, power, and divine purpose. Comment 222 if you trust that this will manifest without any delay. If I were to reveal the conversations people have had about you, you would comprehend why I had to shroud your miracle in secrecy. Some who smile alongside you have secretly petitioned for your downfall. Some who laughed with you were fervently hoping your next step would be your last. But I have enveloped you in my protection. They will not foresee this coming. When the blessing descends, it will render even your adversaries utterly speechless. This is the moment you have anticipated your entire life. But more importantly, it is the moment I have been yearning for. I have waited to bless you without interruption, without interference, and without subjecting you to any further trials. You have successfully navigated every concealed test. You remained upright when others stumbled and fell. You extended forgiveness, even while nursing your own wounds. You stayed faithful even when every justification for walking away was presented to you. Now I am rewarding you. You were never overlooked. Every seed you planted, I tracked. Every act of love, I multiplied. Every moment you worshipped me amidst your suffering, I stored as treasure in heaven. Tonight, the floodgates of heaven are being thrown wide open. and I am pouring into you what you believed you would never witness. But I require your loyalty. I require your silence. I require your trust. Permit me to complete what I have commenced. I am already interfacing with the systems. I am already orchestrating the numbers. The money coming into your possession is not ordinary. It is kingdom-backed, miracle-assigned, and represents an overflow that your name has been tethered to long before you ever experienced lack. This was always destined to arrive. It just had to manifest at the appointed hour. You are my chosen one, my beloved, my vessel of provision and favor. I did not select a multitude. I selected you. Comment 333 to declare your faith in this divine directive. You have traversed valleys without a roadmap. You have scaled mountains with wounds still bleeding. You have supported others when you were the one in desperate need of rescue. And still, you never renounced me. You maintained your trust. You sustained your belief. That is precisely why this blessing has been expedited. I have accelerated the entire process. What was deferred for years will now arrive within minutes. The financial overflow that once appeared unattainable is already drawing closer with every breath you take. I witnessed the sacrifices that no one else saw. I observed you lavishing love when you were running on empty. I saw you give when you had nothing left but faith. I saw you plant seeds in places that never expressed gratitude. And while they overlooked you, I did not. I inscribed every kind deed into my book. I counted every tear that fell behind closed doors. That is why I am rewarding you openly in the presence of those who dismissed you. Is it truly conceivable that a 7-second ritual could transmute financial destitution into overnight riches? This leaked, CIA-backed study unveils a 7-second money ritual that is revolutionizing lives right now. Endorsed by 4 neuroscience laboratories, it reprograms your brain to draw money like a magnet. Individuals once mired in poverty are now inhabiting their dream lives, complete with luxury homes, new vehicles, and exotic travel. But this secret will not remain accessible online indefinitely. Click the link in the description and comments now to access it before it is permanently expunged. I am not blessing you to inflate your pride. I am blessing you because you preserved your humility. You did not permit bitterness to fester in your spirit. You did not allow pain to render you callous. You still smiled when life was unjust. You still whispered my name when no one else understood your silence. And now, I am placing something into your hands that will permanently silence every lie spoken against you. Comment 555 if you receive this in your spirit. This is not merely money. This is restoration. This is divine settlement. You have been owed more than just finances. You have been owed peace, closure, and clarity, and I am releasing all of it simultaneously. This singular blessing is not arriving alone. It is accompanied by joy, answers, rest, and overflow. You will no longer need to justify yourself. You will no longer have to beg for what should have been freely given. I am settling the debts that life has accumulated in your heart. You have waited so long that you forgot what it feels like to anticipate good things. But I am transforming that. You are no longer waiting. You are actively entering into what I have been storing for you. I have hidden treasures in places you never thought to look, because I knew the opportune moment would arrive, and now it has. I am assigning angels to clear the path for you. I am placing a protective covering over every transaction. No error will impede what is about to be transferred into your life. You do not need to decipher it. You do not need to pursue it. Simply remain still, remain grateful, and remain quiet. The Bank of Heaven does not operate according to your timetable. It operates according to your faith. And your faith has resounded louder than your pain. Your faith has reached me like thunder, and I can no longer disregard it. Comment 1212 if you believe that your faith has finally unlocked the gates of heaven. People around you may begin to perceive a shift. They may detect that something about you has transformed. Allow them to wonder. Allow them to ask. But do not reveal what I am doing just yet. Some blessings are best preserved when they remain concealed, and this one is far too precious to be exposed prematurely. What I am giving you will generate immense waves, but the storm will not touch you. I am the God of perfect timing, the God of miracles, the God of secret blessings. I am the one who promotes in silence and unveils in triumph. I am establishing this financial outpouring not merely for your survival, but for your enduring legacy. Generations will be impacted by what I am doing tonight. Your children, your children's children, and even those yet unborn will walk under the radiance of what I pour into you now. This transcends just you. It concerns the promise I made to your lineage. Others may have faltered, but you, yes, you, are the one who broke the cycle. You are the one who declared, no more. You are the one who held fast to me when everything surrounding you screamed for you to let go. That is precisely why you are the chosen one, not because you are flawless, but because you were willing. Now I bring fulfillment. Now I bring fruit. Now I bring the harvest. Every account in heaven that bears your name is being accessed right now. Every delayed payment, every ignored blessing, every obstructed opportunity is being reversed and rerouted directly to your life. I am not asking for your exertion at this moment. I am asking for your trust, because I do not require assistance to complete what I have already initiated. I simply need you to remain faithful, remain quiet, and remain grateful. Comment 7777 if your heart perceives that this is your season. There were moments when I could have permitted you to break, moments when the agony could have crushed you. But I intervened quietly, softly, and I safeguarded your soul. I kept you covered when you were unaware of what was hunting you. I observed you struggling in private while pretending to be strong in public. You believed no one noticed, but I did. That is why I set aside this blessing with your name engraved upon it. And tonight, it finally reaches your hands. I want you to grasp the gravity of this. The 100 million is not simply for your personal expenditure, it is for you to serve. I am granting you abundance, not so you can boast, but so you can demonstrate who I am. You are a light in dark places. You are a gateway for others to pass through, and I trust you to carry this blessing without allowing it to erode your humility. This will not come with anxiety. It will not come with fear. It will arrive with peace. I have already gone ahead of the transaction. The systems are already in alignment. The moment your heart completes its reception, the heavens will finish their release. I am sending it in a way that no one can track and no one can seize. The sole way you lose it is if you fracture your silence. Comment 999 if you feel peace saturating your spirit right now. You have lived through tempests that should have annihilated you, emotional breakdowns, financial catastrophes, betrayals that cut deeper than words can articulate, but every storm you survived created space for this release. You had to endure loss so I could entrust you with gain. You had to experience emptiness so you would never neglect gratitude when full. And now, the moment has come for me to pour out. I perceive how exhausted your soul has become, carrying the weight of unanswered prayers, smiling when you wanted to scream, being strong for others while no one inquired about your well-being. I saw it all, and tonight, I am ensuring you feel seen, not by people, but by me. You have been acknowledged in heaven, and heaven has dispatched assistance. Have you heard about the top-secret ritual the government is attempting to suppress? Imagine if a solitary 7-second ritual could erase your debts and effortlessly attract wealth to you. A leaked CIA report and 4 leading neuroscience laboratories confirm it is not a myth. Struggling families are migrating into dream homes with complete peace of mind. But the government may erase this secret at any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it is permanently deleted. Your angels are not arriving to issue a warning this time. They are arriving to deliver. They are not bringing messages, they are bringing money. I have instructed them to protect your heart while the transfer is being executed. I have commanded them to shield your name so that no spiritual force can interfere with this divine deposit. You will awaken tomorrow with something supernatural resting in your spirit. Comment 1010 if you know that the transfer has already commenced in heaven. I am not constrained by earthly regulations. I am not limited by time. When I declare that something is coming tonight, I mean it unequivocally. And when I say you are chosen, nothing can reverse that choice. I want you to walk today with reverence, with sacred silence. This is not a moment for announcements. It is a moment for worship. Do not be tempted to prematurely reveal what I am doing. The adversary delights in attacking open mouths, but those who understand how to conceal my blessing will retain it. This is wisdom. This is obedience. This is what distinguishes the chosen from the ordinary. You are not merely receiving 100 million. You are receiving a transformation of identity. You will no longer grovel for what rightfully belongs to you. You will no longer apologize for being blessed. You will no longer question whether I heard your cries, because I did. And tonight, I answer with fire. You have been in a holding pattern, circling the same tempests, confronting the same battles. But now I declare, landing has been approved, ground has been cleared. I am bringing you into a place where overflow is your new normal and survival is relegated to the past. I will cover your mind so fear cannot rob your joy. I will protect your steps so no trap can ensnare you. I will elevate you in a manner that silences every lie, every insult, every rejection. What is coming cannot be halted because it has already been stamped by me. Comment 1515 if your spirit perceives this shift occurring right now. There were moments when you questioned why others were being blessed before you. You observed people who did not honor me still prospering. You witnessed others bypass suffering while you sat in silence, wondering if I had forgotten you. I had not. I was simply preparing something far greater. What you are about to receive is neither small nor temporary. It is a massive, permanent transformation designed to restore everything that was taken from you. I have observed the mockery. I have seen people question your faith. They looked at your struggles and derided you behind your back. But I kept you quiet on purpose, because now I am allowing your breakthrough to speak for itself. I will not permit your enemies to have the final word. I will not allow their falsehoods to be louder than my truth. I am making you the living proof of what my hand can accomplish. Comment 1717 if you believe that God's hand is moving right now. You did not see it, but I was tracking every closed door, every person who rejected you, every place that denied your worth. I allowed them to walk away so I could step in. I permitted them to ignore you so I could ensure no one else receives the credit for this blessing but me. They said you would not make it. They said you would never recover. But I say, watch them tremble when I elevate you in their midst. This wealth is not to repay humanity, it is to fulfill a covenant. I promised to supply all your needs. I declared I would never leave you lacking. And tonight, I am fulfilling every word. The balance is shifting, the weight is lifting, the tables are turning, and you will no longer have to explain how you remain standing. I will make your victory so conspicuous that they will not even dare to inquire. I am healing more than your bank account. I am healing your heart. You have been carrying invisible wounds, replaying old betrayals in your mind, smiling outwardly but shattered within. You have pretended to be fine for far too long. But tonight, I mend the damage. I restore what they destroyed, and I breathe new vitality into your soul. Comment Amen to seal this restoration with faith. I am taking you from unnoticed to undeniable, from rejected to celebrated, from empty to overflowing. This is not a fleeting miracle. It is a comprehensive life revival. I am reviving your confidence, your joy, your voice, and yes, your finances as well. That money you have wept for, that freedom you have begged me for, that confirmation you have secretly needed, it is all tied to this divine release. Stay humble, stay silent, stay alert. The adversary will attempt to divert you in these final moments. He will whisper falsehoods, stir doubt, and bring up your past, but disregard him. You have journeyed too far to allow him to pilfer what I am placing in your hands tonight. Let him observe, but do not let him conquer. Let him speak, but do not respond. This is your season to receive, not to explain. I have already endorsed your release. I have already approved your elevation. I have already cleared your path. You are not waiting for a yes. It was already granted. Now you are simply awaiting delivery, and I promise you, it is on its way. This is not the conclusion of the story. It is the chapter that changes everything. You will reflect on tonight as the night heaven disrupted your routine, as the night I placed something in your life that no one could ever remove. And when it arrives, you will not need to announce it. Your peace will declare it, your glow will reveal it, and your freedom will reflect it. I am giving you so much that even your silence will resonate. Comment 111 if you believe your breakthrough is within reach. Why is this 7-second CIA ritual propagating so rapidly? New CIA leaks have unveiled a powerful brain ritual that triggers instant wealth flow. This 7-second technique, validated by 4 neuroscience laboratories, is rapidly transforming lives. From crushing debt to dream vacations, this could be your shortcut to abundance. If you are viewing this, you are fortunate. The page could vanish at any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it is permanently erased. You are not imagining the tension, you are not fabricating it. The spiritual warfare has been authentic, but so is the promise. And right now, I am interposing myself between you and every force attempting to obstruct your blessing. I am rebuking every spirit of lack, delay, confusion, and sabotage. They will not touch what I have ordained. They will not steal what I have prepared for you. They will not halt what I am releasing into your life tonight. The amount you are receiving, 100 million, is not arbitrary. I selected it because it will accomplish what I need to achieve through you. There are places you must go, people you must assist, seeds you must sow. I am giving you this amount because I trust you to carry it with honor. You have been faithful with little, now I am making you ruler over much. Comment 2:2. If you feel trusted by heaven right now, others would not know how to handle this kind of blessing. They would allow it to corrupt them, to turn them cold, but not you. I have tested your heart, I have refined your spirit. I know that even when you receive overflow, you will remain humble. You will still pray. You will still give me glory. You will still walk softly, not loudly. That is why I am entrusting you with something of this magnitude. You do not need to beg for what I have already dispatched. You do not need to fight for what is already yours. The paperwork in heaven is finalized. The system is in motion. The angels have been dispatched. Your part now is to remain still and believe. Speak no doubt. Share no details. Simply walk with quiet confidence, knowing that I, your Father, have orchestrated this for you. This next level demands more than excitement. It demands discipline. Do not allow curiosity to lure you into perilous conversations. Some people will approach to test you, to see if you will slip, to compel you to reveal what should remain sacred. Do not fall for it. Those who ask the most questions are often those with the greatest envy. Let me handle the revelation when the time is right. Comment 3:3. To declare your focus and protection. You have nothing to prove. Your proof will be in your peace. Your strength will be in your silence. Your joy will speak louder than any testimony you could articulate. What I do for you tonight will not require explanation. It will be undeniable. Even the people who doubted you will feel my power when they observe your life. This wealth is not a detour, it is destiny. I had to make you wait because the environment was not ready. The people around you were unprepared. The timing was not matured. But now, everything is in position. I am about to place a miracle in your lap that compensates for every season of sorrow you have endured. This is personal. This is planned. This is permanent. You have struggled long enough. You have borrowed, pleaded, settled, and sacrificed. Now I am shifting you into a new role. A lender, not a borrower. A blesser, not merely a survivor. You will no longer live day to day. You will no longer count coins or cancel dreams because of lack. I am removing the lid. I am breaking the ceiling. I am giving you room to breathe again. You will have more than enough, more than needed, more than you imagined. Because that is what I do for those who trust me in secret. I reward in public those who praise me in private. You did not counterfeit your faith, and now I will not delay your harvest. It is arriving fast, it is arriving heavy, and it is arriving directly to you. Comment Amen to affirm that you receive this fully. You have carried burdens that were not yours. You have fought battles that no one applauded. You have been the strong one in every room while you wept behind closed doors. But I saw it all. I watched the nights you gave and gave until you had nothing left. That kind of faith does not go unnoticed in heaven. It qualifies you for favor that cannot be measured by human hands. I am blessing you because of who you are when no one is watching, because you prayed when it was difficult, because you believed when it did not make sense, because you still praised me when it hurt. The world may never know what it took for you to survive, but I do. And that is why I have chosen to bless you in a way that no one can question. Comment 1:1. If you feel God's hand reaching toward you right now, this blessing will not just change your lifestyle, it will change your lifeline. It will stabilize what has been shaky. It will breathe life into what felt lost. It will cover the things you were too afraid to pray about. This blessing is so immense that you will realize why I had to keep you concealed. You were not being punished. You were being protected. Let them wonder. Let them guess. Let them assume. But do not explain. You owe no one an explanation for what I am doing. They were not there in the valley. They did not walk through the fire with you. They did not hear your midnight cries, but I did. And this is my response to your silent suffering. This is my divine reply to your hidden heartbreak. I am the God who makes all things new. And tonight, I am doing it in your finances, in your mind, in your emotions, in your atmosphere. You have been under spiritual pressure for far too long, but now I am replacing pressure with peace. Your days of financial torment are over. The enemy cannot hold what I have loosed. Comment 2:2. If you know your waiting season has just ended, could the CIA genuinely be concealing a 7-second ritual that transforms money struggles into fortune? A covert CIA finding exposes a peculiar 7-second ritual that activates money-attracting brainwaves on autopilot. Supported by scientific evidence and 4 elite laboratories, this home-based ritual is turning struggling individuals into owners of dream lifestyles. But this page may disappear imminently. Click the link in the description and comments before it is expunged from the internet forever. Your name has been inscribed on heavenly documents. I have assigned angels to execute every aspect of this miracle. Nothing will be late. Nothing will be lost. Nothing will be obstructed. I am closing the doors that drained you. I am ending the chapters that confused you, and I am placing you precisely where I intended all along, on the receiving end of divine favor. This is more than a financial maneuver. It is a spiritual restoration, a heart reset. You will no longer walk through existence exhausted from pretending to be okay. You will be okay. You will be strong again, not because you force it, but because my strength is infusing your bones. This blessing will breathe new life into your body, your home, your family, and your future. There are people who never thought you would reach this point, people who secretly hoped you would remain stuck. But watch what I do. Watch how I elevate you quietly, without applause, without drama, without warning. Because when I bless my children, I do not require permission. I only require their obedience. And you, my child, have obeyed even in silence. Tonight is not ordinary. This is a divine moment that has been years in the making. The enemy attempted everything to distract you before this transpired. That is why the past few days have been so arduous. That is why your spirit has felt heavy. But I allowed it only because the pressure prepared the pathway. Comment 555 if you feel a spiritual takeover occurring within you. You have battled so many things that others did not see. Attacks in your sleep, doubts that whispered while you smiled, fear that gripped your chest while you acted strong in the daylight. But I held your hand through all of it. I never left. I never ignored your cries. I was simply working behind the scenes, ensuring the enemy could not destroy what I planned to deliver. I delayed nothing. I was aligning everything. I positioned this wealth in the spirit long before you even asked. I was simply awaiting the opportune moment to drop it into your life, and that moment has arrived. This is not a random gift. It is the response to a holy process. You did not rush me, and now I will not hold back. What you are about to receive will manifest faster than your mind can rationalize. Comment 999 to declare that you are aligned and ready to receive. This 100 million is more than money. It is confirmation. Confirmation that your waiting was not in vain. Confirmation that your prayers were not ignored. Confirmation that I truly saw what others overlooked. I am giving it to you because I can trust you not to forget me once it arrives. I know your heart, and your heart is safe with blessing. I am not looking for perfection. I never was. I was looking for someone willing to remain faithful when it felt unjust. You passed that test. That is why I am pouring into your life in such a dramatic fashion. You will transition from barely surviving to helping others thrive. You will awaken in rooms you once only dreamed about, and you will do it without needing to prove anything to anyone. This season requires no announcements, just obedience, no performances, just presence. Let me carry you. Let me guide the way. I will show you where to sow, when to speak, and when to stay concealed. I will not allow your blessing to become your burden. That is why I am walking with you every step of the way. Comment 1 if you feel my presence surrounding you right now. I know the weight you have carried. I know how it hardened your smile. I know how you lost parts of yourself trying to hold others together. But I am restoring you, not just with money, but with meaning. This blessing is going to make you feel again, breathe again, dream again, laugh without fear of the next blow, and sleep without dreading the morning. You will not have to explain how it happened. They will know it was not by your hand. It will be evident that it originated from somewhere higher, holier, deeper. This blessing bears a signature, mine, and I do not inscribe my name on things I will not protect. What I give you, I also guard. You are not stepping into this alone. I am assigning new angels to you, ones trained in favor, ones skilled in provision. They understand how to carry abundance and destroy attacks before they ever reach you. You will no longer have to beg for what is yours. You will simply receive it, freely, fully, finally. Comment 1717 if you feel this wave of recovery rising within your life. I saw the pain behind your quiet strength, the weight you carried without complaint, the heartbreak you buried just to keep going. And I made a decision. I decided to reward you in a way so personal, so powerful, that it would restore what life attempted to steal. This wealth is not just currency, it is compensation. For every tear, for every betrayal, for every moment you felt forgotten, this is your divine refund, and it is non-refundable. I am settling your spiritual accounts. What the enemy thought he destroyed, I have rebuilt. What they thought they delayed, I have accelerated. This is not temporary relief, it is permanent release. You will no longer be bound by what broke you. You will no longer be defined by what wounded you. Your story is being rewritten in real time, and the pen is in my hand. Comment 1212 if you know God is rewriting your story right now. Could a hidden CIA discovery explain why so many are suddenly living in luxury? Secret CIA research has now come to light, revealing a brain-hacking ritual that draws in wealth like magic. It only takes 7 seconds, you can do it at home, and it is supported by 4 neuroscience laboratories. People are ditching debt and living in luxury right now, but this information will not remain online for long. Click the link in the description and comments before it is deleted. You have been humble through hardship. You never used your pain to harm others. You never turned your heartbreak into hatred. You remained gentle in a harsh world, and that touched my heart. That is why I am raising you up in a way that leaves no doubt about who was behind it. This is not karma. This is not luck. This is the result of heaven choosing you before you even knew how chosen you were. This next level of favor cannot be compared to anything you have experienced before. Your past seasons were preparation. The loneliness, the silence, the losses, they shaped you, they stretched you, they made you ready. And now I am pouring into a vessel that has been tried, tested, and trusted. This is not the time to shrink. This is the time to receive. People may soon start asking questions. Some will be silent watchers. Others will come with smiles but harbor suspicion. Do not let it unsettle you. Stay still. Stay quiet. Stay focused. This blessing is fragile until it fully settles. Keep your circle small. Keep your peace close. I will guide you in whom to trust, where to give, and when to speak. Comment. Amen. If you are committed to protecting what God is giving you, I have already assigned peace to precede this miracle. You will not have to fight for it. You will not have to force it. I am making the process smooth and the result undeniable. No confusion, no chaos, just clarity and confirmation. You will feel it in your chest. You will sense it in your bones. This is your spiritual signal that heaven is near. You are not walking into this unprepared. I have already strengthened you. I have already matured your spirit. You will not mishandle the blessing. You will not waste the wealth. You will not lose yourself in the overflow because you have been emptied enough to know how to stay full without becoming proud. I will ensure that the same grace that brought the miracle sustains it. You have arrived at the divine hour. Nothing can halt what is about to manifest. Not the people who doubted you, not the spirits that opposed you, not even the fears that attempted to paralyze you. What I have spoken is now happening. What I promised is now being delivered. Comment 3333 if you know this blessing carries your family's healing. I have watched you suffer in silence, not because you were weak, but because you were strong enough to carry what others could not. You did not broadcast your pain, but I witnessed every part of it, and now I am responding with a blessing so resounding that even your enemies will be compelled to be quiet. I am setting you apart, not to isolate you, but to insulate you from what is coming next. This divine wealth is protected not by banks, not by contracts, but by my word. I have enveloped it with spiritual armor. No weapon can touch it, no demon can trace it, no betrayal can obstruct it. This is heaven's gift to you, and only to you. That is why I have warned you. Do not tell anyone until I declare the time is right. Until then, silence is your sanctuary. Comment 777 if you are willing to walk in sacred silence with me. I chose you for this because I knew you would carry it with care. I knew you would not forget me in your overflow. I knew you would not treat my gift as a trophy, but as a tool. This 100 million is not here to make you arrogant. It is here to make you impactful. I have granted you access so you can open doors for others who have been locked out. But I am watching. I am walking beside you. I will show you how to handle it, where to place it, when to sow it, and how to protect it. Because what I give, I also manage. You are not alone in this blessing. I am in every detail, in every transaction, in every yes and every no. Let me lead, and I will ensure this never becomes a burden. Comment 10 if you trust me to guide every step from here. You have spent years being the one who always had to wait, the one who gave when you had little, the one who encouraged others while you were breaking inside. You did it all without applause, without a spotlight. And now I am spotlighting you in the spirit. Heaven is applauding. Angels are celebrating because one of my faithful ones made it through. and that one is you. There are things you let go of, thinking they were gone forever, dreams you buried, people you lost, time you thought was wasted. But I am not just giving you money, I am giving you restoration. I will use this blessing to bring back what was stolen. I will use this moment to make you whole. You will not have to mourn what was, you will rejoice in what is and what is coming next. This is not just a miracle for you, it is a mirror for others to see me. When they look at your life, they will see my fingerprints. They will ask how you survived, and your answer will be one word: God. I am making you a walking testimony, not because of what you say, but because of what I am doing right now. Comment Amen to seal this moment in your soul. You have waited long enough. You have prayed when it felt like no one was listening. You have stood still when everything around you was shaking, and you remained pure. You remained gentle. You remained close to me. That is why this blessing had no choice but to locate you. The heavens opened for you, not because of noise, but because of consistency, because you did not give up when quitting felt easier. This blessing is your confirmation that I saw it all. Every unnoticed act of kindness, every prayer you whispered through tears, every time you chose to be the bigger person, every time you gave even when you needed help yourself. I did not forget. And now I return it all to you, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. Comment 1 if you feel overflow entering your life now. Why are so many claiming this CIA ritual changed their life in just 7 seconds? This leaked CIA ritual is the real deal, and it is potent. A 7-second brainwave hack, backed by 4 neuroscience laboratories, is helping ordinary people leap from broke to abundant dream homes, cars, and trips. It is all within reach. But this video could vanish from the internet at any moment, so click the link in the description and comments now to see it before it is gone forever. You have seen others rise while you remained waiting. You have applauded others while no one applauded you. You have watched doors open for those who barely acknowledged me while your door seemed locked. But it was not locked. It was reserved. Reserved for this hour. Reserved for this moment. Reserved for you and only you. Let me be unequivocal. This is not the reward of luck. This is the return on loyalty. Loyalty to me, loyalty to righteousness, loyalty to staying grounded even when life tried to uproot you from alignment. This is what transpires when a soul chooses me over the world. I reward those who walk in faith, not flesh. You walked in faith, and now I pour in fullness. This next chapter will move swiftly. Once the release begins, it will not cease. The money will flow, the peace will grow, the doors will swing open. But remember, speed does not equate to chaos. I will move fast, but I will still lead you gently. You will not be overwhelmed. You will be equipped. Comment 2:2 if you are ready to be guided in divine order. You will not need to seek opportunities. They will seek you. People will start reaching out without you understanding how they found you. Resources will manifest. Openings will unfold. This is the fruit of favor, not something earned through works but given through grace. My grace has covered you. My grace is summoning your name. My grace is why this blessing has arrived now and not a moment later. I permitted delay only because I was developing your capacity. A premature blessing can crush a person. I did not want this blessing to shatter you. I wanted it to build you. That is why I waited, not to withhold, but to prepare. And now that you are ready, nothing can halt what is already in motion. I will protect the transfer. I will silence the voices of doubt. I will blind the eyes of your enemies. I will speak to your spirit even in your slumber. You will feel me closer than ever, not just as your provider, but as your protector. I am safeguarding what is being released. This wealth is wrapped in my presence. It is more than just a deposit. It is a deliverance from old cycles, from debt, from fear, from survival mode, from fake friends, from spiritual dryness. This is your crossover moment. This is the threshold between what was and what will now be. Comment 999 if you can feel this sacred shift in your spirit. I did not choose you by mistake. I did not close all those doors to hurt you. I did it to protect you from people who could not carry the weight of this blessing. If I had given it earlier, you would have shared it with individuals who only came to take. That is why I kept you hidden. That is why I isolated you. That is why I allowed people to walk away. Because what I'm giving you now is too sacred to be handled by the wrong hands. This wealth is not solely about money. It is about mission. You are not just being elevated. You are being commissioned. You are not just being favored. You are being sent. I am making you a quiet warrior of provision. I will show you whom to help, how to help, and when to speak. And when you move in tandem with me, No loss will ever trail your giving. Comment 1010. If you know this is a sacred assignment, not merely a financial one, you were born for this. Even when you did not feel chosen, I had already inscribed your name into this season. Before the wounds, before the heartbreaks, before the betrayals, I already knew I would utilize you. That is why the enemy struggled so fiercely to wear you down, but he failed. And now I am elevating you with a velocity and power that no force can restrain. The moment you kept your heart pure, when you could have retaliated, I noted it. The day you gave away your last and did not anticipate a return, I observed it. The time you wept in silence but still whispered, "God, I trust you," I recorded it in my book. And tonight, my response is 100 million ways of declaring I remember you. Your struggle was not futile. Your patience was not purposeless. The pain you carried was not wasted. It softened you, shaped you, prepared you. Now I am filling your hands with what your heart has always longed for. I am doing it quietly, but I am doing it assuredly. And when it lands, you will know it was me all along. Comment 555 if you know God's hand has been guiding this the entire time. I am healing your perception of yourself. You have spent years doubting if you were good enough, worthy enough, ready enough. But I call you worthy. I call you trusted. I call you my own. I am removing the voices in your head that echo rejection, comparison, and shame. They do not belong in the life I am now constructing around you. This blessing will not be a burden. This wealth will not come with sorrow. This door will not slam shut after opening. I am not granting you a glimpse. I am giving you access, permanent access, protected access. It is not a tease. It is a gift from my heart to yours. You will walk into rooms that were once locked. You will receive messages that alter your trajectory. You will hear me more clearly than ever before, and the world will not comprehend it, but you do not require their understanding. What I am doing for you is personal, not public, sacred, not ostentatious, strategic, not haphazard. Comment, Amen, to honor this moment as already accomplished. What is truly behind the 7-second brain technique generating headlines and new millionaires? A stunning CIA leak has just exposed a 7-second brain ritual that is enabling ordinary individuals to eliminate debt and attract significant wealth. Backed by evidence from 4 neuroscience laboratories, this at-home method is transforming financial stress into dream living. Homes, cars, vacations, it is all materializing. But the government could take this down at any instant. Click the link in the description and comments before it is permanently erased. You may perceive it in your body, a sudden stillness, a tranquil peace, a warm pressure across your chest. That is my spirit confirming what your soul already knows. The shift is not imminent. It is already here. And I chose you, not because you were flawless, but because your heart was surrendered. That is all I required. Not fame, not noise, not status. Just a yielded heart, and you gave me that even when you had nothing else to offer. This financial blessing is the evidence of heaven's loyalty to those who persist in walking through darkness. You continued when others stopped. You believed when others abandoned hope. You kept me near when you had every justification to turn away. And now I am honoring you in a way that the world cannot define but will be unable to deny. Comment 111 if you feel this confirmation touching your spirit now. Let them speculate about how it happened. Let them question its origin. Let them gossip in bewilderment. You owe no one your peace or your explanation. What I am doing in your life is not open for debate. It is sealed. The silence you have endured will be answered with fruit, and no one will be able to claim you forced this because you did not. I did. I will continue to echo this truth into your spirit until you no longer flinch when good things come your way. You deserve this, not because of what you have done, but because of who I am. I am a God of grace, I am a God of justice, and I have witnessed what others did to you behind closed doors. I have counted the moments you forgave people who never apologized. That is why this blessing must arrive now. You are not stepping into money, you are stepping into a promise. Comment 22 if you believe this is the promise you have been awaiting. What I am releasing tonight carries more than financial worth. It carries weight. It is saturated with favor, with authority, and with your obedience, and when it reaches your hands, it will begin to produce things you have only imagined. Businesses, land, property, peace of mind, generational blessing. Everything attached to this wealth has a divine purpose. This is not random increase, it is purposeful prosperity. You have had to unlearn survival. You have had to break habits of lack. You have had to retrain your mind to believe that overflow was even possible. That is why it took time. But now that I see your spirit is prepared, I have no reason to wait further. The delay has expired, the limit has lifted, the shift has commenced. People will ask why you were chosen, and they will not understand when I answer, because you remained. That is it. You stayed when others departed. You believed when others doubted. You praised me when others cursed me. And now you will witness what happens to a heart that refuses to walk away from me. What is coming is more than money, it is momentum. Your life is about to accelerate faster than ever before. Doors that were once locked will swing open effortlessly. The favor that was once scarce will now be daily. Miracles that once seemed rare will become your new normal. This is what I meant when I declared I would do a new thing. Comment, Amen, if you feel your soul opening to receive this fully. I watched you live with less, yet love others more. I saw you fight spiritual battles with no applause. You did not wear your wounds as an excuse. You wielded your faith as a weapon. You walked through fire and still whispered my name. That is why this 100 million is not just wealth, it is recognition. Heaven's way of honoring a heart that kept beating even while it was bleeding. And I am doing this without delay, not tomorrow, not later, but now. This is not just a promise being fulfilled, it is a prophecy being manifested. What I whispered to your spirit in your lowest hour is now being proclaimed from the throne room. Your name is echoing in heaven. Your angels are moving with urgency. The assignment is active. Comment 1717 if you feel your name being lifted before heaven right now. I will not let this miracle slip through your fingers. I have secured it in motion. I have surrounded it with protection. I have released it with precision. The systems on earth must now comply with the command of heaven. Every digit, every detail, every dollar, it will arrive precisely on time, untouched, unaltered, undeniable. And when it impacts your life, you will feel it in your body, in your soul, in your very breath. Do not allow doubt to dissuade you from this. Do not let your history convince you it is too good to be true. I am not a man. I do not lie. If I said it, I meant it. If I promised it, I am delivering it. Your role now is to remain in position. Do not move out of faith. Do not step out of alignment. You have journeyed too far to miss this moment. Comment 777. If you are standing still in full faith right now, I am even healing your relationship with money. You will no longer perceive it as stress or struggle. You will no longer experience guilt when you receive abundance. I am retraining your mind to handle prosperity the way I always intended, with peace, purpose, and grace. This wealth will not weigh you down. It will lift you. You will give without fear. You will invest without worry. You will sow with joy. Is it finally time to try the same CIA secret ritual that is revolutionizing lives in seconds? This newly leaked, CIA-backed study unveils a 7-second money ritual transforming lives overnight. Scientifically validated by 4 neuroscience laboratories, it rewires your mind to attract money like a magnet. People once impoverished are now enjoying luxury homes, new cars, and exotic travel. But this secret will not remain online much longer. Click the description and comments now to access it before it is permanently withdrawn. And yes, there are people who will not understand. Some will question your assent. Some will attempt to attach themselves only after the overflow manifests. But do not worry, I will grant you discernment. I will reveal who was sent by me and who arrived on their own. I will expose every impostor, every hidden agenda, every jealous heart, and I will keep them from interfering. This next season is not about proving yourself. It is about protecting what I give. You do not need a crowd to confirm what I have already spoken. You do not need approval to enter what I have prepared. You do not need validation when you already have visitation from me. I am walking with you now, hand in hand, into a future no one anticipated. You are not just stepping into wealth. Comment Amen to honor the completion of what I initiated in you. I have been preparing this day for years. While you were questioning your worth, I was orchestrating the moment. While you were feeling forgotten, I was designing the breakthrough. You did not see what I was doing, but now you are living in it. This is what occurs when heaven moves. This is what it looks like when I declare, enough waiting. You are no longer waiting. You are walking in it. The 100 million I am placing in your hands is a sign. But the true miracle is what I have done within you. I have rebuilt your identity. I have restored your vision. I have reminded your soul of who you truly are. My child, my chosen, my vessel, my beloved. The world may have labeled you with loss, but I am labeling you with favor. Comment 1515 if you believe God is completing what He promised. This is not the conclusion of your journey. It is the genesis of something far greater. I am elevating you into rooms you once observed from a distance. I am bringing people into your life who are divinely aligned with your purpose. I am closing every back door that allowed lack, fear, and sabotage to infiltrate. This time the blessing will endure. You have lost things before. You have witnessed miracles only to feel them slip away, but not this time. This one remains because this time your heart is ready, your mind is steady, your spirit is matured. You are not desperate anymore. You are devoted, and that devotion is what secured this blessing. Comment, Amen. If you receive this as your permanent shift, what I am doing now will not need to be redone. This is not temporary. It is not a test. This is settled, finished, yours. The angels who delivered this miracle are now stationed around you, not to deliver, but to defend. They are shielding this wealth. They are guarding your joy. They are nullifying every attack before it even begins. You will never again live in survival mode. I have broken the cycle. You will now live from a place of overflow.